Hey guys, it's me, Laura, Spiritual Goddess. So I'm going to talk about healing and why healing is taking some of you people so long to do. So why is healing taking so long? Well, my take, first of all, everybody Googles. Google is what, we all Google stuff, and I'm guilty of it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it could drive you crazy. There's a lot of great information on Google. A lot of the stuff I'm going to say now is life experience, mostly what I'm going to say. So when you're healed, right? Pretty much, we're always healing. Let me just first say that. We're healing forever. My Christmas tree is in the background. See there. I gotta work on that. I'm always sidetracking. Again, my Gemini trait. My mind's always going. I just need to, my mind's just always going. I gotta ask my psychiatrist if I have ADHD. See how I fidget my pen too? You guys, I try to stay serious because I like to put light on stuff, I've been told I'm funny because I am very funny. Gemini's always change subjects, and that's why my career changed a million times too. I probably could do stand-up comedy. I do everything, but let's go back to the main subject. So why are we always healing? I did jot down notes, right? So, first of all, we have to allow ourselves to be human because we're all human, right? We came into this world as a human being. So, with that being said, check yourself and ask yourself, okay, all right, so let's look at it this way. We all had traumas. If we have something that happened as a child, PTSD, you could have a severe anxiety, depression, a car accident. I myself, when I was 16, I was in a very bad car accident. I don't want to go into my life too much, but I was afraid to go into a car for a couple months. It was very bad. Then things develop in your life, right? So healing, you see this all over the internet, healing your traumas. You could have an alcoholic parent, abusive parent that beats you up, calls you names. You could be bullied in school. I can go on and on about this. This is real fucking shit. And then you change your identity over it. So then what are you, a follower instead of being a leader? Again, I don't want to go off this subject. And this isn't like a video, 10 signs you're so-and-so. This is I'm just talking off the top of my head. I did jot some notes. So, help speed up your healing. Take full responsibility, right? I'm going to move the phone over because I'm not putting my glasses on. Take full responsibility for rebuilding your life. Meaning, this is what I wrote. Your friend groups, maybe if you have no friends, right? Check yourself and ask yourself, depending on where you are in your life, if you need to go out more. Social gatherings. I go to AA meetings. That could get boring after a while. I need them to check in with my sobriety, but I'm saying places you want to go to meet people maybe that you need, or if you're doing too much of that, maybe you need to stay home more. Whatever it may be to speed up your healing. So, guys, I'm going to have to. Jesus Lord. Better. Allow yourself to be a human being. Help speed up healing. Take full responsibility for your mood. Rebuilding your life on dates, friend groups, You can't sit around and wait for it. Start a business. Like I'm starting this YouTube. I started my YouTube business. I also have an OnlyFans. Guys, look, it is what it is. This is me. It's not crazy. It's not the best. It's what it is what it is. I'm sure whoever subscribed to it. I mean, you could do anything you want on OnlyFans. People do any kind of business on there. I make a little money off it. That's it. So anyway, start a business. Stay home. Ask yourself, look at areas of your life. Your feelings are normal. You know you healed when it's not impacting your life. And healing is not a straight line, meaning you don't just, people think, okay, you're healed. You're going to go to therapy, right? And that's it. You're going to have bumps in the road. You're going to have bumps in the road. So you don't want to be, how can I put this? So give yourself that empathy and your love, right? I think give yourself empathy. I already said we're all emotional creatures. Learn to get out of your own way. You need to give yourself your mental, spiritual, your emotional, spiritual, like, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and all of that. Don't dump on yourself. Feed your thought and let it go. The longer you feed it, it will cause a problem. You're responsible to feed your mind. So if you feed it too long, it will cause a problem. You know what that means, right? Your mind is very powerful, and I've talked about this in other videos. You have your mind. What's your mind? Your ego. Your ego can fuck you up. It gets in the way. We're not our, what do I always say? We're not our mind, we're our soul. I still do it. We're all born thinking, you know, we're born into this world, right? Mind, body, soul. I made a video about this. We're three, mind, body, and soul. We're not our minds, guys. We think we're our minds. We're accustomed to believe that we're our soul. When we die, we go on and on and on. We reincarnate. So get out of your mind, and you could heal more and more each day. Even if it's the littlest thing. If you're coming off a bad breakup, I'm gonna go on my couch. If you're coming off a bad breakup, hold on, I have to shut my heat down. Hold on, guys. If you're coming off a bad breakup, and you, what was I saying? Hold on. I have this cran raspberry. I love to drink it, and I was just putting it away. My thoughts were, look, my videos aren't perfect. This is the real me. I don't sit at a table and just make them. I'm going to stick to the topic, but I just wanted to get comfortable. I like to read and sit up with my notes, but now I'm going to just sit on my couch. So if that's okay with you guys. Some people want to be perfect on here. If you're coming off a breakup. I always see Facebook posts. Somebody always posts, oh, I went on a date and this girl was talking about her narcissistic ex-boyfriend. Why are you doing that? Now I'm going to go off the subject a little bit. Well, I'm really not, because it's about healing. You're not healed if you're doing that. Who does that? Rule of thumb, if you're going on a date, don't talk about your ex. Comment below if you agree. Why are you doing that? And if you're still talking about your ex, you shouldn't be dating. You're still not over him. Right or wrong? Then again, people say you should go out to get over somebody, but that's rebounding. I don't know. So, where I'm going with this is healing. The video is about healing and why is it taking so long. Why is it taking so long is because you're beating yourself up, bottom line. Right? We're creatures of habit. I myself being one, the creatures of habit. I go to work. I come home. I do my daily routine. I don't want to get too personal. I might have started dating. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't talk about my personal life on here too much because I told you it's people's privacy, and I'm making videos on mental health to make people aware, and it's serious. And I want, I told you this isn't a dating app, and there's some people on here that are asking me out, and I would appreciate it if you don't do that. Maybe I have to change my whole platform. I don't want to do self-care routines, and maybe I need to do workout routines, something different, because I want to get through people about mental health. But anyway, dating in 2023, I did a video on that. The whole world has changed. Healing is healing, right? That's what we're going to stick with this video. So, yeah, so some people like comfortability. That's one thing I could talk about. They think, oh, I'm not going to get somebody else. They take their man back for cheating. And that's an insecurity. That's something you need to check. Heal. You have to heal. Why are you doing that? Well, you're not healed from something. That's, what's the word? An insecurity, something back. Maybe something, look, this is all psychology. You know that, right? Again, I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist. I go to therapy and through life lessons. And I learned it. If you were bullied, if your parents had a divorce, whatever it may be, one person can call you a name in your teens. So if you came into a relationship and a guy cheated on you, you take him back, it's because you're insecure because of something that stemmed from your childhood. Or if sometimes it can go either way. Now I'm going to talk about another scenario. If your parents, I'm not talking about my parents. Family doesn't come into this. I'm talking about I know a lot of stories. So if you had a missing father, I hear all different stories. In your life, you can go either way as a grown man. You can be in a great boyfriend or husband to your girl and great father because you had an absent father, or you can be a very dick to your girlfriend, cheat, narcissist, because you didn't have a father in your life. Again, I learned this through therapy, and my therapist taught me this and told me this. It's studies show. I'm not going off subject because this is all about how you heal. So, and you know, and it's through life learning, you hear the saying, you have an old soul. I know people that when they're 19 or 20, they move out and get their own apartment. I know somebody personally moved out of state, got his own apartment. And he grew up fast. He came from a rough childhood. And he grew up fast. And he's a great guy. And you know what I mean? And you hear this. But he had a fucked up childhood and crazy family life. So, and it made him grow up. There's all different scenarios to this. Then you could be 30 and still living home with your family. Living in your mom's basement. Smoking. Don't know where you're going in life. My point of all this is, you guys just, whoever's listening, I don't know what age group you are. I don't have all the answers. I made a lot of bad choices. I'm 50. And I should be a millionaire right now. All the money I made in my life, I should be a millionaire. But I'm not because of my habits and money went. But that's, what I did. When I was 16, I was in a very bad car accident, and there was like 4-car accident. The guy died who caused it, and I got 50 grand. 50 grand. My mother, she said to this day, she should have never let me have that money. I don't care if I'm telling you guys my story. I got the money. The accident was in 1989. I was 16. 5 years later, I got the money. When you're 20 years old, I was 20 when I got that money. That's a baby. 50 grand back then, to me, was a lot of money, but it's really not a lot of money. That money was gone in 6 months. I bought a car, I went shopping, I went on vacations. Now, today, if I got 50 grand right now deposited into my account, do you know what I would do with 50 grand? You guys comment below what you would do with 50 grand if you were 50 years old. I would pay off my debt, which I don't have much right now. My credit score is pretty good now. It's actually very good. It's like 720. It's not great, but it's good. Anything above 700 is good. Anyway, my credit score is very good. Maybe it's 750. I don't know. Whatever. I think I tell you guys too much in my life. Jesus. Everything with my social security number. You'll never get that. So I'm very open. My point is, so I would buy a house. I would pay off my debt. When you're 20, you're not thinking like that. Maybe 1% of the population would. And I'll never forget my friend. I pulled up in my car. He's like, what are you doing? It was a 3000 GT Mitsubishi. Those cars were so fire back then. They don't make them anymore. It was $32,000 car. I paid 16 down. And I was paying it off. But anyway, so this is all healing video, but now I got into this. My life went into a lot of different directions. But, again, I say this in all my videos. I wish I knew now what I knew back then. That's not how life works. I'm healing now. And I don't think we're ever 100% healed. And that's a good question to Google. Are we ever 100% healed? And I don't think the answer is yes. I could say I'm 90%. And, I have a lot to offer. A lot of women out there have a lot to offer. And so do men. You know, there's a big, 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 big ass world out there. And sometimes we just put up with so much shit, been through so much shit, and we work hard. And I know I came far because I just like feel at ease. And you know, they say, what's the one word you could describe your life now in recovery? In one word. And you know what I always say? Peace. That's the first word that comes to my mind. Because that life was hectic. It was work. That was just draining, being an addict. So anyway, I don't want to go into all that. Well, I am, because I'm talking about my life, how fucked up it was. So guys, going back to the first 20 minutes, because I'm at 20, when I said, why aren't you healing? Ask yourself that and do something about it. Maybe change things. I need to change, and I know what it is. I'm not going to talk about that. I know what I have to do, and I'm starting to do it now. As long as you have clothing and food and a good job, right? And I always say good family and good network, good support. And I always feel grateful, and you know, your higher power. But guys, I guess I'm going to leave it there. I didn't really Google much about healing. I just pretty much said what was on the top of my head. But really, maybe you need to ask yourself, what do you have to change? What's not working for you right now? I ask myself that. What you're doing the same that's not working, and change it. That's a good way to put it, right? Oh. I can't wait to go live. I've been saying that. That's going to be so much better. It would be great if I could have enough subscribers to go live for New Year's Eve. I know people will be on here. So, all right, guys. I guess I'll sign off. Like, share, and subscribe. But really, please like. It gets me more views, and it gets my algorithm up. And please subscribe. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye.